My name is Graham Devine. I'm the lead story writer on Halo Wars at Ensemble Studios. Well, story in Halo Wars is actually set 20 years before the events in Halo 1. So it's the year 2531. The Covenant have attacked a planet called Harvest, and it's taken us 5 years to retake this planet. And it's really kind of just a hulking mess of a planet at the end of the 5 years. There's not really much left. But the Covenants are on the surface at the Northern Pole, and they've found something there, a Forerunner relic. And so they're investigating that because they're always extremely interested in anything Forerunner. And our ship, the Spirit of Fire, has been sent to investigate, and that's where the story starts. One of the ways we tell story differently than Halo first-person shooters is the Halo first-person shooter is all about Master Chief, so he's the hero character. So in Halo Wars, we actually have a group of characters because it's a real-time strategy game, and so it's actually a group of characters that you play with on the ground. So we have Captain Cutter, who's the leader on the ship, and he'll give you the big orders. He's going to say, "Go retake Alpha Base." You have Professor Anders, who's the kind of alien expert, and she knows about the Covenant, and perhaps has a slightly more mysterious past. You have Serena, who's the ship's AI, kind of like Cortana, the kind of smart, kind of a cocky AI character that always gets the last word in, and she'll fill you in as to what's immediately going on. And then the Sergeant Forge, who is your man on the ground, your kind of, that hero unit that's down there that's going to be first in, guns blazing, Bruce Willis style. Well, the cool thing about the Covenant side is you're getting to see, the actual skirmish mode playable today, the fact you can play as the Covenant, is getting to feel that difference between the Covenant and the UNSC. So when you play as the UNSC, you're playing as that kind of regular military, that kind of, it's actually organized, that when they get things right, that, those military come out. When you play as the Covenant, I mean, it's still an organized military, but they absolutely hate each other, they're kind of crazy, they're truly evil. So if you listen to to the way they talk and the way they the way they operate, the fact that that they need a leader on the ground to lead them, and you're playing today as the Prophet of Regret or as the Arbiter, and getting to use their special powers, which is the single. Those are the best special powers in the actual game, but those guys are absolutely the most explosive characters too. I mean, their characters, their powers are very kind of visceral compared to the powers that the UNSC wield, which are like heal. When it comes to writing a story in the Halo universe, of course, it's really difficult to make a story which observes all of the canon and observes all of the actual events which are to come, because Halo Wars is set 20 years before the events of Halo 1. So writing that story was actually, it's kind of fun. You have to actually observe those. It's, things aren't going to change. You can't suddenly give the humans ray guns, this is, or floating tanks, because they don't have that in Halo 1, 2, and 3. So even when we did add, actual units, say we added the Wolverine, which is, the UNSC anti-air unit you get to play in Halo Wars, we came up with reasons why it's not in Halo 1. I mean, that factory was on Mars, and that factory was bombed in the year 2535, so it was completely annihilated. So that's why there's no more Wolverines. And so it's each of the things we actually insert into the universe, we actually felt that we made it realistic and real, that we actually matched the canon and made it made it actually part of Halo. Halo Wars will be out in February 2009, exclusively for the Xbox 360.